What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at $30,300. We're down about 1.5% on the day. What I want to do is take a look at Bitcoin here on the weekly time frame, and we're going to work our way in. So if you get something from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's always appreciated, and we'll dig into this. So guys, first of all, when we're looking at the weekly time frame, what we have to mention, what we have to point out is that we got back up above our 200-week moving average. And what I've noticed is just in trading stocks in general, say I'm trading on a 15-minute time frame or an hour time frame, even the one-day time frame, many times if you drop below a 200 moving average and then you go back on top of it and you piggyback on top of it and have a candle close up above it, many times that can give you some room to run up to some higher levels. So I'm not saying it has to happen, but we did accomplish what we were looking for here. We fell below our 200 week. We had a nice strong candle close up above it on about average volume. So we would like the volume still to be a little bit higher, but now we have this $30,000 critical area to break up through. So for Bitcoin, in my opinion, guys, if we're able to break up through 30,000, we have the potential to run anywhere up to about that $35,000 to $40,000, and it'll probably happen pretty quick if that's the case. Now, if not, what I can see for Bitcoin is us tightening up into an equilibrium here. So say we pull back down, maybe even test this 200 again, but bounce around in this area a little bit, as well as testing this blue trend line. Because I drew this trend line for us, we have 3 touches. This is a valid trend line, so it's definitely something that we have to pay attention to. But the fact that we did get back up above that 200-week moving average, that's what the bulls want to see. If we step back, the relative strength is going to be at 62 right now. MACD is going to be at a positive 101. If we get into the one-day time frame, we're up above our 20, 50, and 200 moving average. So that's what you want to see when you're trying to trade an uptrend. So that's looking good. In terms of our order blocks, this is the problem right here, guys. This 30,000 right here. So we're testing it again. This is the major area for us. If we can close outside of this order block, which is at around $32,000, that could give us the room up to 40. And the reason why I say that is just due to this big fall or this big flush that we had on the downside. Many times that can act like gaps in stocks. And in crypto, we don't have those gaps, but when we have these big flushes, sometimes you can get the same on the opposite side of something I've noticed over the past 6 years. Also not saying that's going to happen, but I'm watching it to see if we do have a candle close outside to make this order block invalidated. Right now, our buy order block, we have an average of about 28,900. So we're going to see if that area can hold if we do pull back down into this range a little bit more. And then the next one is going to be down here at about $24,800. But right now, guys, you really can't complain too much about the Bitcoin bulls. They've just been stepping in. So what we're looking at now, guys, relative strength on the one-day time frame is going to be at 65. MACD is going to be at 351 right now. And that's going to be to the positive side. If we get into the 4-hour time frame, and let me know, guys, if you've been doing some trading. I did trade the breakout of the last video we were talking about when we had our trend lines here. I did play the break of this, but I sold into about that $29,000 area, and then I was out because it was just a quick little play. I was trading it for a trade, seeing if we got that breakout. We did get it. It was on small size is what I did, and I just took my profit into it. So that was my plan on that. And now I'm just back patiently waiting for another good opportunity. So on the 4-hour time frame, as if we do pull back, our next order block is going to be right around $27,328 is what we're looking at. And our overhead resistance is going to put us at about $31,200 with these red order blocks up there. On the 1-hour time frame, we are still trading up above our 200 moving average, so we definitely want to pay attention to that, and we want to keep an eye on it. If we start candle closing below it, that could show some weakness. Yet again, guys, look for that if we do ever have those closes below it, and then you come back up on volume and close back up above it. Sometimes those can be nice trades with a tight stop loss as well in case you do roll back over, but it's something that I've noticed, kind of the piggyback trade. So like over back in here, guys, with the 20 and the 50, you drop back down below it here, and then we closed back up above it with some strength, and then we got moving here. So it can work on different moving averages, but I really like to use it on the 200 moving average depending on the time frame that I'm looking at or using. So that's going to be on the 1-hour time frame there. Really keep an eye to see if we can stay up above this 200 moving average. We've been up above it since June 16th. And then if we get into the 15-minute time frame, more so just consolidating in time. And that's what you want to see, guys. Whenever you get these breakouts, you don't necessarily want to retrace back down to that 0.618 or whatever and really give a lot back, you want to cool off the relative strength in time, consolidating in time, and then that could give you the potential with the relative strength and other indicators cooled down to have that next break to the upside and then go challenge some of these higher levels here. So we really got to keep an eye on this, guys. There's some critical levels. I would say in terms of support, what we really need to hold, the most important thing that I'm going to continue to watch is this blue trend line and this 200 moving average. We're going to continue to watch that. It's been on an upslope here. So that's what you do want to see, that curling to the upside, pointing, like if you're pointing at a clock, you want it to be at the 2. So 12 straight up, you have your 1, and then the 2. You really want to start curling to the upside is what we're looking for. So we're going to have to see if these levels hold, guys, see if we can hold roughly about that 24,700, and that's what the bulls would want to see. So let's see what happens, guys. God bless each and every one of you. Be safe out there. Take care, my friends.